we've got the Boston Celtics taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Wolves. Well, we've got some terrific basketball in store for you tonight. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. Here we go. So the Timberwolves will get the first possession. Here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Out to the wing. 4 on the clock. The three. Drills it from deep. These are two teams with a clear identity, Grant. Defense is their backbone.
Oh, B.A., I don't expect to see many easy buckets between these two defenses. They're disciplined, hardworking, and gritty. And, of course, they make you work for everything.
Here's Simons following the three-pointer by Minnesota. Lets the three fly. Knocks it down from distance.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's McDaniels. Ooh, the pump fake. Kept the D off balance, gave him room to work.
McDaniels making excellent use of the mid-range there.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. Right away, we got to talking about Jaylen Brown, and he said he's going to make trouble for us, but with strong coverage and fast rotations, I think we'll do a good job limiting his production. Some confident words from Coach on how they'll slow down Brown's output tonight. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Randall. Crafty move. Boston pulls it in.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
They set the screen. Here's Simons. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Simons got 5 points.
This close in, Simons is consistent. The defense really can't allow him to find that look.
Randall on the screen. Pulls up, high post. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. And here are the Celtics. Simons outside. Brown with a screen. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
And just great commitment to the play. Simons doesn't let the foul stop him cold.
No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. And Grant, the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
Now here's Conley. Another shot. And he gets the jumper to drop. 5 points in the game.
Conley is able in 2 or 3 point range to deliver with the face-up game and does it again.
Simons outside. And Gobert with a block.
Boy, whenever Gobert is out there, he will make you think about shooting near the rim. This guy's such a good shot blocker.
And here's Simons outside. Randall pulls down the board. And so Randall will bring it up for Minnesota. Outside Conley. Takes the three. The rebound, Celtics. Simons left side. McDaniels with a steal. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Tipped. Simons with a steal. Outside Tatum. On the wing, Simons. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 5. Missed inside. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Conley. Back to Daniels. Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First team foul.
All right, Doris, let's talk for a moment about Rudy Gobert's defensive IQ.
Let's begin, BA, with his communication on that end. It's an undervalued aspect of defensive performance. Then you talk about his ability to be a rim protector, to be able to rotate in defensive help. There is a reason he has won the Defensive Player of the Year as many times as he has.
Now here's Simons. He nails it, and we're tied. Simons has got 8.
Boy, Simons' jump shot is pure from anywhere on the floor.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Dillingham. And here's Randall. Shoots from 14. No good off the glass.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Here's Dillingham. Conley looking for an opening. Pass to Gobert. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Here's Randall. Queta pulls it in. Here are the Celtics with the ball. Right side, Tatum. Simons outside. Count it. He's 4 for 8 now.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Now Conley. He's got 5. Simons with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. And it's Simons missing. The Timberwolves trail. The ball's knocked loose. White with the steal. Now here's Simons. He's got 10. Pass to White. Back to Simons. Lets it fly from 18. And that one drops. Simons has got 12 points in the game.
And good awareness from Simons, making sure to get off a quality shot in time.
Outside Conley. McDaniels from long range. Minnesota again missing. Celtics lead by 4. Simons left side. Pass to White. Simons outside. Lets it go from deep. Ooh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
He's just showing off tonight. Simons, an explosive scorer with great energy.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Now on the court is your high squad. Get loud and let me hear it. Hey man, who wants to bring pizza? Make some noise.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Outside Edwards. To stop the drought. Counted from distance.
This guy, when he steps across half court, he is within range. Anthony Edwards, my goodness.
Simons outside. Just 5 to shoot. Nice D from Reed.
Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
Celtics lead by 4. Simons with it. 15 points in the game. Deflected. Here's Ingles. Misses from short range. Simons outside. That shot makes him 7 for 14. He's been good tonight.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
DiVincenzo with it. Now guarded by Simons. Pass to Reed. Here's the 3. Boston with a rebound. And here's Simons. 17 points in the game. Here's Hauser. Ingles defending. Just 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from 18. And it's Simons missing.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back over to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Ingles. Now here's DiVincenzo. Minnesota again missing.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Boucher. And here's Simons. Guarded by Edwards. Three-pointer. And the Celtics another 3.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now here's Reed. He's scoreless, and they pick up 2.
Well, the high percentage opportunity. Naz Reid on the inside.
White looking it over. Simons outside. He got it up. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. It's the Celtics. They lead by 12. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And it's Simons with the ball for the Boston Celtics. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And after some uncertainty, the Timberwolves moving forward under new governorship doors.
Boy, B.A., that sale process was long and obviously at times quite contentious. I believe the organization has to be thrilled that that is finally in the past, because what you want to do is focus on trying to continue the Wolves' recent run of success. There's a lot to be excited about with this young group.
Now here's Conley, using his post moves to get the 2 points. Conley's got 7 points.
Well, if you give Mike Conley any kind of position on the interior, he is just crafty enough to finish it.
There's Simons with a 3, and the three-pointer goes. Simons got 28.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Good ball movement here by Minnesota. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Randall. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here's Simons. Pass to White. Takes a 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
To the paint. Here's Ingles. The 3, DiVincenzo. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Celtics lead by 16. On the wing, Simons. And he's got 28 now. Down low. Out to DiVincenzo. Wide open look. Minnesota again missing.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Here's Simons. It's Brown on the wing. Here's Hauser. No good on the 3. Timberwolves trail by 16. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. To get back on track. It's hauled in by White. Inside. Hauser left side. Simons outside. Again, the miss by Boston. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. There's the triple. They get it again. Pass to DiVincenzo. Tries again. That one's good for 2.
Well, that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
Now Simons. Outside, Brown. Simons outside. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter.
Boston leading by 14. Kick out to Brown. Outside White. Simons right side. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Edwards for 3. Pass to Shannon. Beyond the arc. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Here are the Celtics with the ball. Simons outside. And here's Brown. Back to Simons. Puts up a 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Outside, Ingles. Pass to Shannon. Back to Ingles. Now here's Edwards. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
To snap the cold streak. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And you know, he knew the hit was coming, and Simon's sacrificing his body anyway.
And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game, but the efficiency is at an all-time high.
Now here's Simons. Give him 30. Nice ball movement by Boston. The kick out to White. Pass to Queta. Back to White. Boston needs to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And Minnesota with possession here. It's a 16-point game. Pass to Dillingham. Randall, left side. Here's Dillingham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fades and shoots. And that one's long. Celtics lead by 16. Now here's Tatum. Still without a bucket. Pass to Brown. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Oh, that's almost too easy for Jaylen Brown. We see you, sir.
And here's McDaniels. Here's Reed. And it's off the back of the rim, no good. Boston on offense. A big stretch here going, 10-2. Outside White. Here's the teardrop, and he sinks the layup. White's got 5 points.
Soft touch by Derek White. The floater, not an easy shot, but he puts that one on target.
White with the steal. From deep. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Timberwolves really having a tough go here. Outside, Ingles. It's Edwards on the wing. Minnesota again missing.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
Outside White. The three ball. Nails it from three. White's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Shot clock at 6. And here's Edwards outside. Boston pulls it in.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a three of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
Now here's Pritchard. No points yet. Pass to Tatum. He gets it in there.
Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Can they get it? And that doesn't go. He's an ice-cold 1 for 9 from the field. Hauser outside. Back to Pritchard. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
And Grant, this defense of the Timberwolves, one of the league's stingiest.
Well, if you look up and down their lineup, not many weak links for opponents to target. And then, of course, you've got 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, on that back line. BA, they're tough.
So it's Boston now, following the score by Minnesota. White for three. The shot no good. There's 53 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Up top, Edwards. Pass to Reed. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist.
Well, right to the rim. If there's a size advantage, you attack immediately.
.29 seconds left to play in the first half. Hauser outside. Pass to Pritchard.
Come get it, come get it.
Shot is up. Again, the miss by Boston. Now Edwards from the arc. He drops it from range. Edwards got 6 points.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And so it's Boston sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. Back after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Now here's Simons. Pass to Brown. Simons outside. 5 on the clock. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Here's Randall. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Boy, there was plenty of contact down low, but Randall assertive and able to find the finish.
Simons with it. He takes it in. Good on the bucket. Simons got 32 points in the game.
I'll tell you, Simons can really book it. When he's at full speed, good luck catching up.
And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And the Timberwolves making a change here.
Jaden McDaniels, Mike Conley.
And if you're just joining us, we played just over a minute here in the third. Outside, Brown. Back to Simons. There's the three. Again, the miss by Boston. Timberwolves trail by 21. Back to Randall. Here's Gobert. 5 to shoot. Pass to McDaniels. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. DiVincenzo can't hit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Simons outside. Drives to the hoop. Soft touch off the glass. Simons got 34 points.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Pass to Conley. Pulls up at the elbow. Queta pulls it in. Celtics lead by 23. And if you're looking for a steady hand to run the offense, Mike Conley has been the gold standard for years.
BA, one thing coaches love is knowing what they will get from a player every single night. With Mike Conley, that's high-level point guard play, a low-mistake player, a knockdown shooter when left open, but more importantly, the first and only thing he thinks about nightly is, how do we win this basketball game in front of us?
Here's Conley. They still need this. Good as the jump shot falls. Conley's got 9.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch and shoot game. All right, Mike.
On the wing, Simons. 37 points for him. Pass to White. From downtown, it's rebounded by Minnesota.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does his team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Back to you.
An impact player. Thank you, Allie. Back to Conley. For 3, Randall. Queta pulls it in. Outside White. Pass to Simons. The 3 hits the trifecta. Simons has got 42 in the game.
Yeah, such an assertive shooter. Simons has his feet planted and just hits it.
And Minnesota calls time here. Minnesota making a change here.
Substitution for the rules.
Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. A deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Edwards got 9.
Doesn't matter where on the floor Anthony Edwards is. That shot mechanic's so pretty, so fluid.
Outside, Brown. 6 to shoot. Here's Simons. And that one's good. Simons got 44.
Yeah, the jumper from Simons is smooth like butter.
Releases from 15. Boston pulls it in. Boston on offense. They're on a 14-5 run. Baseline jumper. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Simons got 46.
This right here, whew, this is how you want to play the game. With passion, with energy, just great hustle play right there.
Now here's Conley. 9 points in the game. Edwards can't hit. Simons deciding where to go with it. Oh, and Reed with a block.
But give Naz Reid credit. He perfectly timed that block. Wow.
Boston dictating the flow. You know, Doris, the Celtics are interesting as you look at the construction of their roster. Are they poised for long-term contention?
Well, obviously the thing paramount on everybody's mind is how they weather the Tatum injury and their salary challenges, which are significant. But if they believe they can get multiple bites in the apple, I promise you, this historic team will take their shots.
Now here's Simons. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. And again, Boston with the triple.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Fires it. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. And it's 13 points for Derek White.
Love to see Derek White go right up with it off the catch. No doubt right there. Just get the jumper flowing.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Reed. Will it go? Boston pulls it in.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Pass to Reed. Fader on the way. It doesn't go for him. And so Simons will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Personal foul. First team foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
Taking 2 shots.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw is good. Now Conley. 9 points in the game. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Simons outside. From the elbow. And the jumper is on the mark. Simons got 58.
Yeah, just late help on the defensive side. I mean, just another breakdown for them.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason. For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
Simons outside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Simons has got 60.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Reed can't hit.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Now here's Simons. Non-stop scoring machine right here. Just 5 on the clock. Over Gobert. And the shot no good. A bit short. And Minnesota has possession. Outside Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
Guys, you have to put a body on Anthony Edwards. This guy is too skilled and too strong.
Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Without a doubt, Ant-Man is one of the most entertaining players in the league, Doris.
You cannot take your eyes off Anthony Edwards when he's playing in a basketball game. The skill set is electric, but beyond that, he's got a 1,000-watt smile, and he understands this is an entertainment medium.
And it's Simons missing. .116 left in the 3rd. Randall outside. Another miss by Minnesota. Boston dictating the flow. Simons outside. Launches it. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. And here's Edwards outside. Tatum pulls it in.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Here's Simons. Oh, rejected by McDaniels.
McDaniels with the defensive presence twice on the pipes.
23 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Simons outside. Outside Tatum. Pass to White. From outside the arc. Can't hit that one. Got it up. The shot misses. Anthony Simons has been leading the charge for the Boston Celtics. He was money from deep, sinking 5 triples in the period. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Here's Conley. Pass to Edwards. Shoots over Brown. Edwards, no good.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Simons outside. Lets it fly. Reed with the rebound. McDaniels from long range. And it's Jason Tatum with the rebound. And so Simons will bring it up for the Celtics. And we played through about a minute here in the 4th. Pass to Tatum. Simons with it. The layup off target.
Right, sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
And the Celtics call time here.
Get out there on the corner your high squad. And time for defense.
Outside Conley. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now here's Pritchard. Pass to Garza. Clock at 6. And a nice finish on the layup.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Here's Conley. Now here's McDaniels. Three-pointer. Hauser grabs the board. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. And here's Pritchard. Pass to Shireman. Back to Pritchard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts it up. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Conley. And here's Randall. Edwards looking for an opening. Offline from the high post. Boston on offense. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Pass to Shireman. Now Pritchard. On the take. Lays it up and banks it in.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Minnesota with the ball. They have yet to score here in the fourth. And the call will be against Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul. And Boston calls time here. Randall left side. Brown with the steal. Simons with it. He's picked up by Conley. Tatum from long range. Fires in the triple.
Yeah, stretching that defense all the way to the sidelines. Tatum with a nice shot.
Pass to Reed. Outside Edwards. Minnesota again missing.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Sinks it from distance.
And it's tough to defend the pick and roll with Simons running it. He's got a great sense of that set.
Edwards for 3. Boston pulls it in. Boston on offense. They've scored 10 straight. Here's Simons. Can't connect from 14. Outside Conley. Back to Edwards. And there's the drive. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Randall with it. Picked up by Tatum. Randall, good.
The defense was certainly a little late in reacting to the step back.
Now here's White. Simons outside. $18 feet out. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
At some point, does the defense decide we need to send more at him? Because right now he is scoring at will.
Outside Edwards. Offensive rebound. Simons with a steal. Fires from deep. White. McDaniels with the rebound. Edwards with it. Picked up by Tatum. The kick out to Conley. The three is up. Misses the one-handed jam. And here are the Celtics. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Simons with it. The floater. And that's 2 points on the layup.
With the ball on a string, Simons has great short area quickness.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Now Conley. For three. The putback. Outside for Randall. Here's Conley. Here's Edwards. Boston with a rebound. Simons left side. Up and over Conley. And it's Simons missing. And here's Minnesota now. Outside McDaniels. Shoots over Simons. Releases from the wing and drills it. Boston on offense. They're on a 14-4 run. And here's Simons. The kick to Tatum. Let's go with a three. White can't hit.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Edwards can't hit.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
Out to Simons. Shot clock at 5. Back to Brown. Outside White. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And Edwards puts up a deep three. Keeps it alive. This one for three. Sinks the tray.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Simons outside. And he banks in the layup. Simons got 9 points in the quarter.
Reliable approach. Getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
Back to Edwards. Shoots over Brown. Hauled in by Brown. Boston on offense. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Pass to Randall. With the fadeaway. Boston pulls it in.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Simon's shot is good.
If you give him any sort of space, he's gonna attack.
Outside Conley. Pass to Randall. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. And it's a Celtics ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Here's Simons. Over Reed. And Boston again with the bucket. And here's Minnesota now. Pass to Edwards. A minute 50 left in the game. Back to Conley. Randall outside. Shoots over Tatum. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
The ability to get to the mid-range game is something Julius Randle has proven he can do.
And here's Simons outside. On target from range.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Celtics.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And what a huge performance it was for Anthony Simons.
Boy, it's not just the scoring he gave them. It was the efficiency with which he did it.
And here's Simons outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And a miss there on the triple. For three, Randall. Queta pulls it in. Simons with it. Randall's in his pocket. Jacks up a three. And it's Simons missing. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And here's Edwards outside.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
Now Simons. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie.